definitely a missionary to Scotland. I'm definitely a missionary to Scotland. Had a beautiful dream. It didn't start out very good. I was trying to get a ride. It looked like it was a stadium. It looked like I was, and it's August 15th, Thursday, 2019. 2019, August, about 4 o'clock in the morning. Thursday, August 2019, the 15th. I was looking for my coat. It looked something like this. I think it was lighter. It looked something like this coat. This is my new coat. I bought this last year, I think. Yeah, it was last year I bought this coat. And, it might have been January. I think it was may have been just January I bought that coat. I needed a ride home from a stadium. Maybe it was a soccer stadium. And I couldn't find my coat. I don't know where I was. I'm American, not Canadian. That should be mostly obvious. Well, for some people. I was looking for my coat. I was following some people out of the hall. It looked like a stadium, except for we were in the inside of the stadium. I went to university, and I went to a stadium there. It looked similar to the stadium to the university I went to, Indiana University. I just woke up. I was looking for the coat. I couldn't find the coat. Some people were leaving that I want to get a ride with. I didn't have a ride either. And I found my coat, something like this. I think it was lighter, on top of a piano. Or near, it might have been on top of something else, but I think it was on top of a piano. There were coats on top of my coat, and I riffled through them and found my coat, and I was happy. I was very happy I found my coat. It was like it was my ride home or something that I found my coat. And there was a piano, and I think the coat was on top of the piano. I started playing. I can't play piano. I cannot play piano. I mean, I think my best on piano was "You Are My Sunshine." I think the best on my piano on the piano was "You Are My Sunshine." I was impressed how well I played it, which was not particularly well, but not particularly badly. And I had my right hand all the way on the top of all the treble, and my left hand all the way on the bottom of the bass, maybe a few keys from the bottom of the bass, and the right hand a few keys from the top of the treble. And I was keeping my hands there and playing back and forth. And I was a genius in my dream on playing the piano. And it was certainly a dream. Most certainly a dream. But everything else was realistic. It was Scotland the Brave was just ringing out. I guess it was something else that wasn't as realistic. As I was playing, I could hear the bagpipes, and I could hear I think the brass, and You know, dee 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 dee. And it just brum brum. I can't even replicate it. It was because I don't remember it. It was just something like that. It was just gorgeous. It was ringing out. I don't think anybody else was watching me. I was alone playing the piano. Everybody else was pretty much gone. I'm sure there was probably, I mean, in real life, there would be people listening to me or hearing me. So I would imagine in the dream people heard me. But I don't remember anybody else around me when I was playing the piano. There were people around me leaving, a big crowd of people leaving, going down a narrow hallway. So, I mean, I had another dream about Scotland, and I thought, well, does God want me to go to Scotland? I think he absolutely does. I mean, it was just, I've never heard Scotland the Brave so beautiful as I heard it in my dream. It was just gorgeous. And I like the bagpipe, Scotland the Brave. I think the bagpipes are gorgeous, but this was more gorgeous. It was just gorgeous. I've never heard Scotland the Brave like that before. And I don't remember it right now. And I am supposedly, according to my genetics test, I am more Scottish than anything else. And I felt after I woke that Scotland would be the perfect place for me to go. For a missionary, because that's where my ancestors were from, for the most part, most of my the larger proportion of my ancestors were from Scotland. I have some apparently Eastern European and Southeastern European and Southwestern European and Southern European type of ancestry as well. I just felt like Scotland would be like coming home to be a missionary there. I haven't felt that in any of my other callings. I was born in the South in the United States. And that feels like home. Although most of the people around me, I think, were Irish. Virginia seems like home, especially Western Virginia seems like home, where I grew up in the Appalachian Mountains or around the Appalachian Mountains for most of my childhood. The dot on my genetics test was over the extreme highlands, the extreme northern highlands in Scotland. So that might be where I'm going. I don't like cold, but apparently you are warmer there than we are up here where I live now, because it'll get down to negative 15 or even colder. Negative 15 or even colder in Indiana where I live. And the wind is horrific up here. The wind is horrific. Negative 15. I don't think you get that in Edinburgh. I don't think you get that in Edinburgh. Northern Scotland, I don't know. But yeah, basically up in the Shetland area is where I guess I'm going. God did not specify so far exactly where in Scotland. I think I would very much enjoy it because it's beautiful from what I've seen. I had not seen anything of Scotland for most of my for until the last maybe year or so. I had not seen anything of Scotland. It was not. I mean, I think it will be like coming home now, but earlier I did not really think that Scotland was that interesting, that England was that interesting. I wanted to go other places, and I do want to go other places, for sure. But I also realize that the British Isles have a lot of interesting stuff in them, and that they're, of course, I know, that they're neat people. Okay, it was just ringing out. As I said, I've never heard Scotland the Brave so beautiful. And I have heard it on bagpipes in person up here. There are some Scottish people up here, apparently. I mean, there are some Scottish people up here. Probably a lot of them mixed with German. And somebody played Scotland the Brave on the bagpipes, on a bagpipe, I guess, the bagpipes. And it was gorgeous, but not as gorgeous as what I heard in my dream. Going to Scotland, y'all watch out, as we say down south. God bless.